Hello children, in this video we are going to see the new chapter in science, chapter 7, that is water pollution and conservation. Okay, so the word pollution means impure. Okay, so we are drinking water. Water is an important source for all living organisms. Yes, without water we cannot survive in this world. Yes. So, if the water is not suitable for drinking, it means that it is impure. Yes. So, let's study about water pollution and its conservation. What is meant by conservation? Conservation means we are preserving water or we are protecting water for the future use. Okay. So, we can see briefly about water pollution. Disease caused by polluted water, dehydration, rehydration, ORS, and how we can prevent water pollution. Okay. Now first you can see in this picture, here are two glasses of water. Yes. So in one glass we can see it contain the dirty water, and in other glass it consists of clean water. Yes. Children, which glass of water will you drink? We will select the water contain clean water. Yes, so glass contain clean water. Yes, why? Because the in the first glass we can see that it is a dirty water. So because it contains dirt or dust particles, so which makes it not suitable for our drinking. Yes, but clean water we can use it for different purposes and we can drink it. Yes, you know that we use water from different sources. So sources in sense what, from where we are getting the water. Yes, so children say, from where do you get water? From different sources we are getting water, such as well, pond, river, etc. Yes, so we are using these well, pond or river water for different activities. Yes, so our elders bring water from these different sources and use it for cooking and drinking purposes. So let's see what is meant by water pollution. Okay, so if the water is not pure and not fit for drinking, it means that water is polluted. Okay, so when we can say that water is polluted, polluted means, already I told, the word pollution means impure. Okay, so it is not pure. Okay, so when we can say that water is polluted, if the water is not pure. Okay, if the water is not pure and it is not fit for drinking, we cannot use it for drinking purpose, means we can say that water is polluted. So how the water will get polluted? The water may contain soil particles, dirt or small insects which may be visible or not visible to our naked eyes. Okay, so the water will be said to be polluted if it contains soil particles or dirt or small insects. Sometimes it will be visible, it can be seen by our eyes, or sometimes it is not visible to our eye. So how these dust particles will come? This dirt can come from washing of utensils, clothes, pesticides and fertilizers, and from industrial waste, which makes the water polluted. Okay, so how these dirt will come? When we are washing utensils, so we can see the dirt particles while washing the utensils. Yes, so through that, or from our clothes, or by the pesticides and fertilizers. So what is meant by pesticides and fertilizers, children? So pesticides means the chemicals which the farmers use to control the pest. Okay, so the chemicals, if it mixed with the pure water, then it makes the water polluted. Okay, and fertilizers, what is meant by fertilizers, children? So farmers, they, in order to grow crops, they will use fertilizers or manures. Yes, so if these manures or fertilizers which they are using gets mixed with water source, it will make the water to get polluted. Okay, next, industrial waste. Industries, they will emit lot of waste. So most of the industries nowadays, they are disposing their waste into the water sources. Okay, water sources such as river, pond or lake, which makes the water polluted. Okay, so these are the some of the reasons how the water get polluted. Okay, so once the water get polluted, it becomes unfit for drinking, which is called as water pollution. Understood, children? So if the water is not pure and not fit for drinking, it means that water is polluted, which is called as water pollution. Now, here is one activity which is given in your reader. Okay, so you should find out the source of water. So already I told what are the sources of water. So from where do we get water are acting as the source of water. So from where do we get water, children? From well, pond or river, lakes, etc. Yes, so just you have to find out the source of water in your locality. So in your surrounding, you find the source of water from where we are getting water, and what you should do, if they are polluted, discuss the cause for such a pollution, and with your elders or with your friends, and write in the table given below. Okay, now I will show you one example. Now here I have given the source of water as pond, and if it's polluted, what I told, we should write the reason for pollution. Yes, so I told that pond that is polluted. So what is the reason? So it can get polluted because of washing animals and throwing plastics. Okay, so this in this method you have to collect the information and find out the source of water in your locality and discuss the cause for such a pollution and write in the table. Okay, and here one more example I have shown, lake. So this lake is not polluted. Okay, so if it is not polluted, we don't want to write any reason. Okay, so if polluted, we have to write the reasons for pollution. You have to complete this in your reader. Okay, children. Now, children, don't play with the rainwater. So you can see here two children, they are playing in the rainwater. What is meant by rainwater? Wastewater. Okay, so rainwater. Rainwater means wastewater. So here you can see from the drain side of one house and another house, it's get poured on the road, and the children are playing with the drain water. Yes, so here you can see the grandmother, she is advising the children's, you should not play with the drain water. Why did grandmother tell you not to play with the drain water? If we play with the drain water, it will cause some disease. Okay, so how we will get some disease? This drain water contains germs which is not visible to our eyes. Okay, so if we play with the drain water, we will get some disease which is caused by germs present in the polluted water. Okay, now we can see example for the disease which are caused by the water pollution. Okay, here I have given the 4 different diseases which are caused by water pollution, such as cholera, typhoid, paratyphoid fever, dysentery. Okay, so what are the examples for the disease which are caused by water pollution, children? Cholera, typhoid, paratyphoid fever, dysentery. Okay, so children, we must be careful. We should not play with the rainwater. Okay, so if we play in the rainwater or in the wastewater, we will get disease which caused by the germs. Then we have to go to hospital and we should get medication. Okay, so we should be very careful with polluted water. Okay, now let's see about what is mean by dehydration and rehydration. So disease like cholera are spread through water. So we know some of the disease are spread through water. If not treated properly in time, this disease can lead to death. Okay, in the case of vomiting and diarrhea, so if we are getting vomiting and diarrhea, our body loses the water content and the patients become tired. This is called dehydration. So dehydration means removal of water content from our body or loss of water content from the body. So this, I think this is new word for you. Yes, so hydration means water. Hydration means water. D means removal. Okay, loss. Okay, so if there is a loss of water content from our body due to vomiting and diarrhea, so sometime you often experience this as children. So if we are getting vomiting or diarrhea, our body will lose the water content and we will feel more tired. Yes, so that is called as dehydration. Okay, so the body loses the water content and the patients become tired. This is called dehydration. So to avoid dehydration, so in order to prevent dehydration, what we can do, we can give a mixture of salt, sugar, lemon juice, boiled and cooled water should be given to the patient. This is called rehydration. Rehydration means if there is a loss of water content, again, re means we are again hydrating our body with water by the mixture of salt, sugar, lemon juice, boiled and cooled water. Okay, so dehydration means what? The body will lose the water content. Rehydration means again we are hydrating or again we are adding the water content in our body by drinking a mixture of salt, sugar, lemon juice, boiled and cooled water. Understood, children? So dehydration means the body loses the water content and the patient become tired. But to avoid dehydration, we can give a mixture of salt, sugar, lemon juice, boiled and cooled water. This is called rehydration. Now let's see about ORS. So the word ORS stands for oral rehydration solution. So now you know what is meant by rehydration. Yes, so if our body lost water content, we have to hydrate by using rehydration solution. So one of the rehydration solution which we use in our daily life is ORS. Okay, ORS means oral rehydration solution. So rehydration solution which is given through our mouth, that is called oral rehydration solution. So let's see what is the use of ORS in our daily life. So it helps to prevent or treat the loss of too much body water. I told when we are suffering from vomiting or the diarrhea or cholera, there will be a loss of water content in our body. Yes, so when we are suffering by such type of disease, we can drink ORS, oral rehydration solution, which helps to prevent or treat the loss of too much body water. How it can be prepared? It can be prepared by using sugar, salt, lemon juice and clean water. So how we should prepare ORS? We should mix sugar, salt, lemon juice and clean water. Okay. ORS packets are available in hospitals and medical store for rehydration. So we can use the ORS solution. Nowadays it's available in hospitals and medical stores. Okay. It is better to drink pure and clean water than to drink polluted water. Yes, so we should be very careful to drink pure and clean water, because once if we are drinking polluted water, we get infected with diseases and we should get medicated and cured later. Yes, so we should take care to avoid polluted water. Now let's see about how we can prevent the water from pollution. Okay, so it's very important to prevent the water or the water sources from the pollution. Yes, how we can prevent it? First one is we should avoid throwing plastics into the water. So some people used to throw plastic into the water sources such as river, pond or lake. Yes, so we should avoid throwing plastic into the water. Do not dispose chemicals. So we should not dispose, or we should not pour the chemicals into the water source. Then we should not do not wash your vehicles in the water source. So water source means some people they used to wash their vehicles in pond, rivers, etc. Yes, so we should not wash our vehicles near to the water sources. Why? Because that makes the water get polluted and will make it not suitable for unfit for drinking and use. Okay, so we should not wash our vehicles near to the water source. Avoid washing clothes and utensils, etc. So we should not wash clothes in the water sources, that is a river, pond, etc., which makes the entire pond or river to get polluted. And we should avoid disposing oil, grease. Okay, so we should not dispose oil, grease in the water sources. These are some of the ways how we can prevent water from pollution. Okay, so how we can do that? We should avoid throwing plastic into the water. Do not dispose chemicals. Do not wash your vehicles. Avoid washing clothes, utensils, etc. near to the water source. Avoid disposing oil, grease. Now let's know more about the water pollution and conservation. Okay, so first point is most of the rivers in our state and country are polluted. Okay, so if you are seeing in our state and country, all over the country, many rivers get polluted. Okay, next, if we drink water containing fluorine, mercury, arsenic and lead, it may cause deadly disease. What is this? Fluorine, mercury, arsenic and lead, children? These are chemicals. Okay, so if we are drinking water which contains chemicals such as fluorine, mercury, arsenic and lead, it may cause deadly disease. Okay, so disease which cause death to the person. So we should be very careful while drinking water. Okay, if we drink water containing fluorine, mercury, arsenic and lead, it causes deadly disease. Okay, in our state we have reports about death of aquatic animals, mainly fish, due to contamination of water. So in our state, Karnataka, there is a report that the death of aquatic animals. So what is meant by aquatic animals, children? Animals which live in water. Okay, so mainly fish. Okay, there is a report that there is death of an aquatic animal such fish because of the contamination of water. So contamination means impure water due to the dust particles present in the water or polluted water. There is a death of an aquatic animals. Next point is Pollution Control Board is a government organization which is established to protect the quality of water. Okay, so which is the government organization established to protect the quality of water, children? Pollution Control Board. Okay, so our government, they have organization that is called as Pollution Control Board, which is organized or which is introduced to protect the quality of water. Okay, then chemical chlorine is added to drinking water to purify it from germs, and then it is supplied to the houses in towns and cities. So we are living in city, isn't it, children? Bangalore is a city. So the chemical called chlorine. Okay, so which is the chemical added to the drinking water? Chlorine. Okay, so chlorine is the chemical which is added to the drinking water. So what is the use of chlorine? Why they are adding chlorine in the drinking water? In order to purify the drinking water from germs. Okay, so water which collected from different sources may contain germs which is invisible to our eye. So these germs should be killed. Yes, so this can be done by the chemical called chlorine. Okay, the chemical chlorine is added to the drinking water to purify it from germs, and then it is supplied to the houses in towns and cities. Now, manure pits and soak pits should be at least 10 meters away from the sources of water. Okay, so what is manure pits and soak pits? Manure pits means the fertilizer, to keep the fertilizer, to store the fertilizer, the farmers use manure pits. Okay, soak pit means to collect the sewage water. There will be a soak pit. Soak means drain water collecting pits. Okay, that should be at least 10 meters away from the sources of water. Sources of water such as wells, pond, etc. So the soak pits and manure pits should be at least 10 meters away from the source of water. Otherwise, what will happen? The water contaminating germs collected in these pits may be added to the sources of water and pollute the water source. Okay, so we should keep the manure pits and soak pits at least 10 meters away from the well or pond, etc. Because if you are keeping near to the source of water, it will pollute the water sources. When we boil water, all the bacteria will die. When we boil water, all the bacteria will die. So it is good for health to boil and cool the water before drinking. Okay, so we should drink the boiled and cool water. So why? Because if we boil water, all the bacteria will die. So it is good for health to boil and cool the water before drinking. Then desalting. So what is meant by desalting? So I already told, de means removing, yes, loss. Yes. So here desalting is the process of reducing the salt content of the seawater. You know seawater, yes, seawater, how it will be? It will be very salty. Yes, so desalting is the process of reducing the salt content of seawater. And nowadays this desalting process is used to reduce the salt content of seawater, and this water is later used for agriculture and household activities. But this desalting process is very costly. Okay, so what is meant by desalting, children? It is the process of reducing the salt content of seawater. In cities, it has been made compulsory to collect rainwater that falls on the rooftops of the building to prevent scarcity of water. So nowadays there is scarcity of water. What is meant by scarcity of water? Lack of water. There is no water in many areas. There is no water. They are not getting enough water. So in cities it has been made compulsory to collect the rainwater which falls on the rooftop of the building to prevent scarcity of water. Next one is purifying and reusing of water once used in the industrial sector is in practice to minimize the scarcity of water. Okay, nowadays as there is a lack of water, there is a reduction in the water content, the industrial sector also they are purifying and reusing the water once again. So once used, again they are purifying it and reusing the water to minimize the scarcity of water. So from this lesson, what you understood, children? That water is very precious. Yes, so you know that quantity of water that is available for our use is very less. So do not waste it and save it from getting polluted. I hope that you all understand about this lesson. If you have any doubt, you can ask children. Thank you.